All right, is this a makeup or a breakup? Would you stay in this relationship? This person said this shocking thing happened the very first night. Now, it wasn't the first night that they were together. It was the first night that they stayed together. She's been dating this guy for 3 months, and she said things are just starting to get a bit more serious. Well, for the first time in our relationship, I slept over at his place. It actually wasn't even planned. We just been binge watching a show on a sofa, and I fall asleep. I wake up in the middle of the night and had to go to the bathroom really bad. Well, because he has a roommate, I wanted to use his bathroom, but to do that, you got to go through his room. It was dark in his room, and on my second step, of course, I trip and I crash into a dresser. It wakes him up. He's startled. He springs up in bed and mumbles something. Seeing he was up, I flipped on the closet light. Now, it gave me a little light, but it was still dark in the room. But I got a good look at my boyfriend, and he looked different for some reason. When I went to his bathroom, I was startled to see a large glass sitting there on the counter with some teeth in it. After using the bathroom, I went back to the sofa, went back to a bed, and actually she went right to the bed. But she said he was facing away from me and he was already asleep. When I woke up in the morning, he was already in the kitchen. Though the course of conversation, I mentioned seeing his teeth, and he said, yeah, I was kind of hoping that you wouldn't see that because those are my dentures. I tried to hide my shock because this man is only 34 years old. How does a 34-year-old already have dentures? He explained that he must have taken them out at night. He apologized as I was now staring at his teeth. I must admit, the dentures did look real, but still, they're dentures, and now I know the truth. He explained that his mother never made him brush his teeth as a kid, and he had to go all dentures in his mid-20s. Dang. She said a few days have now passed, but I'm still processing. Would this be a deal breaker for you? I like the guy, but I don't know if I am stuck to him. Okay. All right, so I guess there's some contextual clues here. So she sees that he has dentures on the counter. And then when she went back into the bed, I think probably he may not have been asleep. He probably was just facing away from her, so she didn't find out.
He probably didn't have his dentures in.
Yeah. Okay, you're 3 months dating this guy. This is how you find out. I don't know how you really even say anything about that. To me, I don't think it's a massive deal. Because with dentures, you keep them in all the time, I think, except for when you sleep, and then you got to take them out, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not real sure how that works. I've got, I know a lot of people who've had dentures. And
really? Okay.
Yeah.
Like at what ages?
Let's see.
30s, 40s, 50s, or older?
No, older.
Older, okay.
Yeah, older.
Yeah, I guess.
And sometimes teeth, it's not even your fault for, some people just have weak teeth.
Yeah.
I know somebody who takes great care of their teeth, and they just don't have strong teeth.
Yeah, I think a lot of it has to do with your genetics and how your teeth play out. 34 dentures. To me, I don't think it's a deal breaker. I would not break up with somebody because, they had the dentures. So I understand how you found out and all that kind of stuff's a little bit shocking and alarming, but I'd be all right with it.
Yeah, as long as, they're, not trying to freak you out by constantly not wearing the dentures around you. And
yeah, and it sounds like just how it all went down. There's some contextual clues in that email that, to me, I think he's self-conscious about it and he's not trying to flaunt it. I don't think he's going to be that kind of guy.
Yeah, definitely not.
Yeah.
You caught him in at a bad moment. He was bummed out that you saw that the lighting was just so right.
Well, I mean, I guess eventually you're going to find out if you ever spend the night at his place, and it just kind of worked out that way, that's how you found out.
How quickly do you tell somebody in a relationship, I have dentures? I think the earlier the better.
But it's not the first couple dates. They've been together. They're going on 3 months now. It's about time that she finds out. 3
months is when you start to get honest with, what's going on in your life. I feel.
I think by date 4 or 5, it might be something that, but I don't know. I mean, when it comes to cosmetic things like that, why do you even need to run down what you do to look and feel your best?
Well, he's embarrassed that she found out.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to.
Yeah,
and now he's trying to figure out how to handle that.
I don't even know that you need to even really reveal that kind of stuff, to be honest with you. I don't think it's not like, oh, I have a child or I have something else that if we got in a serious relationship, it could affect you. It's just I don't have my own teeth.
So if me and you are married,
yeah,
and we are together for 14 years, and you tell me you never tell me that you have dentures, that's your right.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to find out, and it's how I am. It's who I am. But you know, I mean, when you think about people who do hair extensions or they've done cosmetic things that make them feel. I mean, you know, whatever. I got my hair from Hair Club, so it's like, all right, I don't know.
It's not a deal breaker for me.
No, I kind of feel bad for him, and it's kind of weird. Some people are saying that Panchita says she's so shallow. Yeah, I think just shrug it off. Maybe you're a little bit like, whoa, he's got dentures. The age is interesting. I don't know many people in their mid-30s that have dentures.
It's because he wasn't raised to take care of his teeth properly. It's not his fault. Right. So not only
non-issue on that one. Okay, this one, is this a deal breaker? This email says, I've been dating this guy for almost a year now and thought I had found the one. He's sweet, attentive, great with my dog, and even gets along with my mom. But recently, things took a hard left. Last weekend, I came home earlier than expected from a girl's brunch and found him in my closet. He was crouched over my shoes, barefoot, wearing one of my high heels. When I startled him, he dropped one of my worn socks that he had rolled into a ball and just calmly said, "This is how close I feel to you." I laughed awkwardly, thinking it was just a joke, but he was dead serious. Then later that night, he confessed he has a unique foot fixation. Not just the look of feet, but specifically post-gym, slightly dirty feet. He likes to collect the impression marks from socks on skin. He has photos, hundreds, including candid ones I don't even know he took. While I'm sleeping, lounging, even one where I was sick on the couch. He claims it's a form of devotion, that he only does this when he's in love, but now I feel like I'm living in a horror movie where my boyfriend's building a shrine to the bottom of my feet. This is invasive. He did things without your permission. You can feel how you want to feel about somebody with a foot fetish like that, but he did some other things that crossed the line. That is a deal breaker for me.
That's a no for me, dog. Yeah. It's all like you're saying. You're taking pictures, and then you find out that you're getting your picture taken at weird, odd times.
Well, even just because you also have a foot fetish too doesn't mean that you have to be so creepy about it.
Exactly.
I mean, this guy's massively creepy about it, and then the things that he did, taking photos when that's a violation. I mean, that right alone, that's really what it is. It's the violation for me. I mean, I guess if you're with somebody that's got an odd fetish, that's a different discussion. But this guy crossed the line with the violation.
He's not helping out the foot fetish community.
No, and I'm just kind of curious that if he weren't so weird about the fetish, are there other people that have found out that you risk somebody that, and they may be into it just as much as this guy, but they're doing it differently. They're doing it politely. They're doing it with your permission. And understanding that they have a devotion to your feet.
I will say there was one time where a woman filmed me and I was sleeping, and I had no idea this was being going down. Yep. And she sent it to me like a week and a half later as if it was cute or something, and it really weirded me out.
It's a violation. That's what it is. That's where I am with this email right here. That's a violation. That's like gone. So.
This is how we do. It's the KBJ Show.